work here at Richmond started at 1:30 Eastern Time today when the unsung heroes of NASCAR, the guys who build the cars, put them together, set up the pit boxes, and really make the racing happen, arrived and started going to work. This is a great place to race and also a very fun racetrack as well. And everybody's pretty pumped up about being here at Richmond racing under the lights, old-fashioned style with the Saturday night shootout for all the marbles. Well, of course, racing here at Richmond is all about fun, but there was a very serious incident around the southeast over the past week. Many people lost their lives due to tornadoes in one of the deadliest days in weather history we've seen in America. And no community responds like the NASCAR community when there are people in need. President Mike Helton is with us now. And Mike, as part of your new initiative that just happened to time out just right, you guys were on this initiative with the blue wristbands, but it just happens to come at the right time when there's some people in need.
That was circumstantial. And it did give us an opportunity to actually put this effort into gear quicker, and it shows that it works a little bit. But the announcements we made this week about NASCAR Unites is pushing the topic of volunteering as much as donating, because all of us get asked to donate money, and we should be donating money because that's what it takes in most cases. But there's another way to contribute, and our industry is really good at doing that, and that's volunteering. And the other thing we announced, the third pillar, was the Betty Jean France Humanitarian Award, because there are so many great stories in our industry about people helping people. And we hope that this program of having fans tell us about people they know that are helping people in the racing communities all across this country highlight a lot of those stories, because they're phenomenal. And we're proud of not just the patriotism that's in this industry, but we're also very proud of all the benevolency. And Kyle and all of you have done so many things for so many people, and we'd really like for that story to be told. The timing of the storms that hit the Midwest, particularly the Southeast, particularly Alabama, gave us the opportunity to rally around, or asked this industry to rally around those communities, because they got really close to Talladega, to Atlanta, to Bristol. The Ed Clark in Atlanta, Jerry Caldwell in Bristol, Grant Lynch in Alabama are all rallying as we speak to figure out how to help out their communities get back on their feet, and that's what a lot of this is about.
Yeah, you know, and I've always said this. I grew up in Level Cross, North Carolina, but my community was Talladega, Alabama, Bristol, Tennessee, Martinsville, Virginia, Darlington, South Carolina, because that's where I spent weekends at the racetrack. How important, as the growth of NASCAR, as we've grown, and each driver, all these individual drivers have started their foundation, how important is the NASCAR Foundation to the total umbrella of what NASCAR is right now?
And what we try to do, Betty Jean France was very sincere about the fact that she wanted NASCAR's foundation to be a nucleus, a catalyst, a source point for everybody else's, because there are so many different benevolent operations inside this industry, inside the garage area, at racetracks across this country, and we don't want to compete with those. We want to complement those. We want to help them advance their efforts, and this is at the heart of the NASCAR Foundation.
Mike, I really like how this wristband is packaged. Just simply, I know we're going to talk about it for weeks to come. How do we get one of these?
Well, the NASCAR Day, which is traditional, is still May the 20th, but the band is an effort around promoting the attitude of volunteerism through NASCAR Unites. And you can go to NASCAR.com. They're at the racetracks. They're at a lot of different outlets that you can get this band and wear it proudly. Buy several of them and give them to your friends and your family. But in the meantime, also another key address is NASCAR Foundation, or NASCAR.com Unites. That's where people can go across the country and find out efforts that are going on in areas that you can volunteer for and to help. And that's key too, is we're collecting as many of the efforts as we can for things that Tuscaloosa, Alabama, or Abingdon, Virginia, or Sunnyside, Georgia might need, that our community can help.
Okay, Mike, let's move to racing. We heard about this two-car tandem at Talladega and Daytona, and everybody was like, man, we don't know about this. But I believe the race, the finish we had at Talladega I mean, I know I got goosebumps right now talking about what did you think of that 4-wide finish at Talladega? Here we come to the stripe. Could it get any better for the sport of NASCAR?
Well, there's about 6 guys that said it could get better for them because only one guy finished first. But I got to tell you, and I think what we saw in Daytona and then Talladega a couple of weeks ago, it's different. And there's people who like it, there's people that don't like it, and there's people that are not sure about it. But everybody is entertained by it and watches it, and it's interesting to watch it unfold. Talladega was a great example. Talladega has always been unique. You never really know what you're going to see in Talladega till you get there and watch it unfold. And we had a bit of a sample in Daytona, and everybody waited for us to do something.
Right.
But we sat back and said, you know what? Number one, we're not sure what we could do, but let's let it play itself out for a while and see what happens. And we had that in Talladega, and it was phenomenal.
When you say Talladega, you never know what you're going to get. Are you talking about the racetrack or the infield?
Infield.
I'm just asking.
Talladega.
Never mind.
I'll just say Talladega.
Never mind.
A little bit.